never be a doomer. Things are actually looking up, depending on where you're looking. And, well, Christ is with you always. And so have no fear. Fear not, is said in the Bible 365 times. That's once per day. You are told to chill out. God's got this. Young people are realizing that in a ever chaotic world, they're converting to Catholicism, Christianity, en masse. In fact, the largest number of conversions and an uptick in religiosity that culture has ever seen. It's always a slow but surely a slope downward, generation after generation, into, of course, the abyss. But that trend has been reversed, where young people are actually joining and converting to Christianity at higher rates than their parents, and we've never seen that before in history, and it's remarkable. It's something that needs to be studied. It's something that is completely beautiful. Many of them are choosing orthodoxy and the ancient Christian religions and churches. There's something that just calls to us in modernity when you see the beauty and the truth of antiquity. Ladies and gentlemen, young men are leaving traditional churches for masculine, orthodox Christian churches in droves. This is a trend line that has taken place all around the world. In fact, the purchasing of Bibles in the United Kingdom has spiked to the highest level in recorded history. So something remarkable is happening. These young people are joined by Joe Rogan, who apparently has started going to a Christian church as faith resurgence gains momentum. Christian apologist claims. Listen to this.
And that Joe Rogan and I have had on and off communication since then. I can tell you for a fact that he is attending a church, and that that has been a consistent thing. And so, you know, things are happening, and he's a very inquisitive individual, and I think for the better, in that he's communicating with me and other people in his life who are influences that can speak into, you know, these issues of reliability and trustworthiness and verisimilitude of.
Don't know what verisimilitude means, but I can tell you this. I listen to Joe Rogan often, and if you sort of pick up the breadcrumbs here, you'll see that
Christianity, at least, is the only thing I have experience with. It works. Like the people that are Christians that go to this church that I go to, that I meet that are Christian, they are the nicest fucking people you will ever meet. They're really kind, and they are even more nice at a church. When you leave the church parking lot, everybody lets you go in front of them. Everybody's there's no.
I love it. They're the nicest effing people you'll ever meet. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Rogan, in his newest podcast here, out today, says, I can't find a flaw in Jesus. There's a lot of religion that involves torturing non-believers and being able to do terrible things to people that don't believe your religion. There's none of that in Christianity. It's all forgiveness. It's all treating your brother and your neighbor as if they are you. It's a beautiful way to live, says Joe Rogan in this clip that's going viral.
I'm absolutely fascinated by the story of Jesus Christ. Because if you wanted to come up with a way that people would live that would absolutely be far more beneficial than just going on natural instincts and tribal behavior, and you would follow Jesus's teachings. Like, I can't find a flaw in the way he tells you to live life. There's a lot of religions that involve, you know, torturing non-believers and raping infidels and being able to do terrible things to the people that don't believe your religion. There's none of that in Christianity. It's all forgiveness. It's all treating your brother and your neighbor as if they're you. Like, it's a beautiful way to live life.
Are you Christian?
Well, I go to church, and I have been for quite a while.
Okay, so
I've been doing it for the last 3 or 4 years.
But that's not really an answer to the question.
Well, because I don't know. I think it's very interesting, and I do believe that if you follow the teachings of Jesus Christ, you will live a better life. I really do believe that. And one of the things I talk about is, like, the people that I go to church with are the most fucking polite people I've ever met in my life. They're so kind and so nice, and everybody lets you out of the parking lot. Everybody's like, you go, you go. It's like the one, like, it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people are trying to find an idea, does that mean I believe people came back from the dead? Does that mean I believe Moses parted the Red Sea? Not really. No, it seems like that's most likely a story where people are telling it generation after generation after generation, but there's probably something happening. There's probably some truth to it. Then you take into account some of the stories from the Old Testament, like the book of Ezekiel, which I'm absolutely fascinated by. Book of Ezekiel and his account of the wheel within a wheel and the fire flashing forth continually, and in the midst of the fire, as it were, gleaming metal. Like, what the hell is that? Like, what is that? Like, what are these stories? And in the midst of this gleaming metal, there's the likeness of 4 living creatures. Like, okay, they darted to and fro like the appearance of a flash of lightning. Okay, what is that? Like, what were they trying to say? And what was the original experience that people documented that was so important?
And it might have been a lot more similar to these UFO experiences.
Christ Pill Rogan through UFO Ezekiel Bible verses. Fine, I'll take it. Joe Rogan reveals how attending church transforms your life. I can't find a flaw in the way that Jesus lives. Go to church. I've been doing it for the last 3 to 4 years. I believe if you follow Jesus Christ, you will live a better life. Oh, beautiful. Isn't that really what we all need? Does anybody understand the mysteries of the universe? Of course not. We're ants. God is the creator. We are not meant to understand. We are the creation. The creator is the only one who understands. It's not an answer to everything. It is simply the truth. You're not meant to have the full knowledge of the tree of good and evil. Like it's faith. It's all truth. And that's reflected in fruits. That's reflected, frankly, in what Joe Rogan's talking about. That actually creates better people. Christianity creates better people. And that is an incredible billboard, frankly, for the religion. Incredible selling point. Schellenberger asked Rogan point blank if he's a Christian. He says, I'm fascinated by the story of Christ. I can't find a flaw in the way that Jesus tells you to live. That's not really an answer. Rogan says, well, because I don't know. I think it's very interesting. I do believe that if you follow teachings of Christ, you will live a better life. Beautiful way to say this. And also confirms that he's going to church. Pray for Joe Rogan. That's exactly right. And for Elon Musk. Absolutely incredible things are happening. Ladies and gentlemen, you will live a better life if you follow Christ. Very cool, man. Very cool. We'll see what happens next. It's been neat following Joe Rogan's faith tradition and Christian exploration and good faith journey towards Christendom. It's critical that you can have these kind of discussions out front and with your audience. And it's actually the meaning of life, this purpose and authenticity. Joe Rogan can find it. You can too. I encourage you to go to church. It's your boy Benny.